What's going on, everybody? C4 here. This is going to be my last update for a little bit. Going to go take care of the Babo. But the Kansas City Chiefs have signed Sammy Watkins to a 3-year, $48 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. Oh, that's, well, I mean, okay, we're looking at it from a player standpoint. It definitely adds a dimension to that offense. You got young quarterback and Patty Mahomes. You want to try to give him as many weapons as possible. And if you look at what's going out versus what's coming in, if you're looking at this as a swap that Albert Wilson is leaving the Chiefs and they're bringing in Sammy Watkins, from that standpoint, it is an upgrade. I don't know how many looks or how favorable an offense the Chiefs are going to be in relation to the Rams. I think the Rams might have been a better scenario and make Sammy Watkins look a little bit better than what he is. But let's not get it twisted. I mean, Sammy Watkins coming to Clemson was one of the best wide receivers I've seen in recent years. And, you know, he's had some ups, he's had some downs, he's had some injuries and stuff like that. But ultimately, I think this is a good signing for the Kansas City Chiefs, as everyone pretty much was saying that Sammy Watkins was the fallback if you missed out on Allen Robinson. There's no real reports of the Chiefs being in on Allen Robinson, so maybe he's the #1 target for quite some time. And Sammy Watkins is a game breaker. He's a guy that's capable of 100+ yard games, but he's kind of like, he's streaky, right? He'll have a couple good weeks, a couple bad weeks, and I don't know necessarily if the Kansas City Chiefs, especially with a big arm quarterback like Mahomes, it's gonna play to his strengths of Sammy Watkins, of getting behind the defense and having those big long passes. But also, when you have a big arm quarterback, we don't know what we're getting with Mahomes. Most big arm quarterbacks can struggle with consistency, and I think Sammy Watkins ultimately needs a very consistent quarterback to help him out. That deal's not bad, but in comparison, let's see, what is it? 3 years, $48 million with $30 million guaranteed. Alshon Jeffrey of the Eagles got a 4-year, $52 million with $27 million guaranteed. And would you really put Sammy Watkins in the same category as an Alshon Jeffrey? I mean, we know Howie Roseman. In terms of GMs, like even if you're not an Eagle fan, you're starting to learn the name Howie Roseman. If you're just comparing that, I think Alshon Jeffrey is a clear class above Sammy Watkins. I think that if you look at Alshon Jeffrey's like a fringe tier 1, high-end tier 2 type wide receiver. I think Sammy Watkins is kind of like a, can play like a tier 2, probably a high tier 3. And the fact that their contracts are that close, I mean, that is kind of credit to my Eagles. I don't want to make every single video, kind of patting my Eagles on the back here or anything like that. But I mean, not looking at outside, not looking at what other teams have, and sticking with the Chiefs themselves. Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt. You're gonna get Spencer Ware coming back. That's a lot of weapons. Travis Kelce to help out a young Patty Mahomes. So I think Mahomes right now, they're doing a decent job of trying to give him the highest chance of succeeding as a, well, obviously, he's not really a rookie, but he's pretty much a rookie. And he has big shoes to fill. I think ultimately the fact that they moved on from Alex Smith, they need Patty Mahomes to produce and win right now, because this is a Chiefs team that, yeah, they got rid of Marcus Peters in a trade that was pretty ridiculous, but still looking at their roster and what they have and knowing Andy Reid, they're still a team that wants to compete for the playoffs this year. And Sammy Watkins certainly will help them out there a little bit. But I like the move. I think the Chiefs bring in another big-time wide receiver is good. Contract looks a little ugly, but I mean, that's what happens when you wait till free agency and the bidding price to go out. Did he get paid more than Allen Robinson? Give me a second here. I have everything open up on my Twitter because it's just popping off. I think he did. I think Allen Robinson got 3 years, 42. That's a little ridiculous. I think the fact that Sammy Watkins just got more money than Allen Robinson, I don't know about that. I'd rather Allen Robinson than Sammy Watkins at this stage in their career. So they're probably about the same age, though. Sammy Watkins definitely is one of those guys that takes people by surprise. It feels like he's been in the league a lot longer than he has been. So I guess, yeah, what do you guys think? If you had to pick between Sammy Watkins and Allen Robinson, of the two, which one would you want? I think I'm definitely going to be hitching my wagon to the Allen Robinson trade. But ultimately, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably pretty happy about this move because, Sammy Watkins is capable of that big playability. And when you have one of the best big playability wide receivers in Tyreek Hill there, I mean, who are you going to cover? They're both very, very fast. And if you have a team, a lot of teams right now, they kind of tend to have like their big jump ball corner and they have that speed corner. If you have 2 speed, you're matching 2 speed against 1 speed, there's always going to be a mismatch on the field. And Patty Mahomes can throw the ball like 500 yards downfield. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. So ultimately, I think it's good business in terms of player acquisition from the Chiefs. I don't necessarily agree with the contract, but on an open market, you're going to have to overpay more often than not. But the fact that we are talking about the open market and you got more than Allen Robinson, you might want to look back at this and say maybe the Bears are the winner. The Bears are the winner by getting, maybe, in my opinion, the better player for a cheaper contract. And not too often that is the case, especially in free agency. So there you go, guys. Go. Let me know what you feel about this Sammy Watkins to the Chiefs. I don't know how many more big moves will be made today. Like I said, you'll probably hear from me again if Kirk Cousins news gets finalized or a trade happens. But I think in terms of big free agents, you might not. I might just keep it on Twitter. So follow me at Twitter, which is at PapaXC4. But who knows? We might be back. Put the old Babo down for a nap, and we'll hit you back with a couple more vids. So thank you guys for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace